It said on my phone. Let's see. What's going on, guys? This is Antonio Bouchel live, first time, Mvsic Nation. Guys, what's going on out here? Hot day today in Michigan, right? You know, we call 70 degrees today. We look at that as being hot, right? At least I was. I literally had to go to what? I had to go to Target to try to find me a T-shirt or something. I had my jogger on, and it was kind of warm. Hey, listen, I'll take it, right? I'll take it. Warm. Listen, it felt good to me, guys. But listen, this is my first time going on live, you know, and I was trying to do something new. I wanted to, try to connect with the audience, as we play music. Vibe, Vibe Music Nation tried to give you like a variety of music. We try to give you a variety of music. We try to go live and everything. Yeah. I try to go live and, you know, guys, I'm just new to this. I'm just, bottom line. So I'm gonna get it with some music, and I want to play A. Carter. You know, this doesn't feel like love, and I'll come back with you after this a minute. Okay.
Yeah. I keep saying it to myself. This don't feel like love. Uh, this don't feel like love. Mm. No, it don't feel when it's all about you here and what I bring you here. I wanna give my heart, but it's push and shove, and my soul keep telling me this don't feel like love. Every conversation turned into a fight. We can't get through a day without losing our night. You say you need more, say I don't do enough, but it's hard to give love when it don't come back to us. You take our problems, tell your friends instead. Now I'm defending myself over things I never said. I'm trying to hold us down, trying to be enough, but loving you starting to feel like giving up. This don't feel like love, no it don't feel fair when it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul keep telling me this don't feel like love. This don't feel, this don't feel like love. It's always what you do, never how we grow. Like love got conditions I don't even know. I've been holding my own, I don't need a crown. I just want somebody who gon' hold me down. I reach for you, you pull away. Then you mad when I don't know what to say. I wanna build something that's solid and real, but tell me why I'm the only one trying to heal. This don't feel like love, no it don't feel fair when it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul keep telling me this don't feel like love. This don't feel like, this don't feel like love. I ain't in control, love ain't keeping score. Love don't make you feel small when you walk through the door. If I gotta beg it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul. Keep telling me this don't feel like love. This don't feel, this don't feel like love. Fake, fake. I wanted us, but my heart already knows this don't feel like love.
All right, guys, listen. That's what's up. Again, this is me trying this out. I'm trying to learn. I'm learning how to do this on the whim. Uh, it's obviously new to me, right? I'm trying to learn how to, and I'm gonna get it right. I'm getting it right first time. Trying to actually get things going on. So I'm trying to pretty much do this thing, man. It's a lot going on here. I gotta know how to do all of this. Pushing all of these buttons. But listen, this is Vibe Music Nation. I'm coming to you live today. I'm pretty happy about that. What do you guys think? Should I continue this? And I get it. I'm new to this. I'm trying to learn how to make these make this work. I want you guys to have the best time with Vibe Music Nation. That's right. I want you guys to have a great time. I want you to, riding in your car. Maybe you at work. Wherever you might be. Maybe you're working out. I want to have some topics. And listen, you can actually go to the chat. You know, and let me know what it is you want to talk about. If you want to talk about some things, uh, hey, we can make this thing go. I want to build a family. I want to build a home here. What do you think about AI music? You know, it's taking over. Matter of fact, everything in AI is taking over right now, especially the music, guys. Especially the music. Everybody's on YouTube now playing AI music. Whether it's SoundCloud, Spotify, hey, YouTube, even TikTok and Instagram. AI is taking over. It's almost like when I remember years ago. I'm dating myself by saying this, but I remember years ago when Kurt Franklin came out with that one song. I forget the name of it, but he came out with that song, and everybody, started acting crazy because Stump. That's what it was. It was Stump, and everybody just thought Kurt Franklin was the devil when he came out with that music. No, nobody. They was more or less like, "Oh my God, what is this?" But what am I saying? It changed. Gospel music went from not just the Clark sisters, it shift to Kurt Franklin, and now it's just taking legs on its own and went so far. Even went out to gospel rap. Things change, guys, and that's the same thing with AI music. Whether we want to believe it or not, you're going to be hearing it more often. You know, I believe that the industry is going to figure this thing out. There's different people out there now who's trying to get more off into it. But enough about that, guys. I want to continue going on playing some more music. I want to go with another song by A. Carter, You're Sexy. And tell me what you think about that vibe. You're so sexy, right? Uh, and listen, we'll get right back, after playing You're So Sexy. Tell me what you think about it, Here we go.
I'm home now. And every time I see you, you remind me why I chose you, why you chose me. Girl, you're sexy. Soon as I step through the door, I feel it hit me. The way you smile, girl, it melt the whole city. You tuck your hair behind your ear, looking pretty. Curves talking to me like, boy, come get me. It's the way you move slow when you cross that room. The sway in your hips got its own perfume. The look in your eyes say you miss me too. I'm addicted to everything you naturally do. And I don't need no reason, no special night or season. Just seeing you breathing got my whole soul believing. Girl, you're sexy. Everything about you so sexy. From the way you laugh to the way you bless me. Every little step say you wanna undress me. You're sexy, you're sexy. I'm so glad you chose me, girl, you're heaven in my arms. A masterpiece of love in my palm. You're sexy, yeah, you're sexy. You talk soft, but your voice got power. Turn a long day into a 5-minute shower. You walk past me, girl, I stop missing. You bring calm, peace, fire, all in your presence. I love how you match my vibe with a glance. How you get close just to feel my hands. You whisper, baby, and the world stands still. Girl, you're sexy, ain't a look. You're sexy as a fear, and I ain't never known love till you showed me what it was. When you touch me, it's enough. Yeah, you got that kind of stuff. Girl, you're sexy. You're sexy. Yeah, you think about you so sexy. Yeah. Everything about you so sexy. From the way you laugh to the way you bless me. Every little step say you wanna undress me. You're sexy, you're sexy, you're sexy. I'm so glad you chose me, girl, you're heaven in my arms. A masterpiece of love in my palm. You're sexy, yeah, you're sexy. Your sexy ain't shallow, baby, it's deep. It's the love you give strong, the secrets you keep. It's the way you hold me down when the world get heavy. Girl, your heart, your strength, yeah, that's sexy. It's the way you pray with me, stay with me. Ride through the storm, never stray from me. Everybody see your glow, but ain't I get the view of everything God put inside of you. Girl, sexy. Everything about you so sexy. From the way you laugh to the way you bless me. Every little step say you wanna undress me. You're sexy, you're sexy, you're sexy. I'm so glad you chose me, girl, you're heaven in my arms. A masterpiece of love in my palm. You're sexy, yeah, you're sexy. Every day I come home, I'm reminded. Every day I come home, I'm reminded. Sexy ain't just how you look, sexy is who you are. And girl, you're all of it.
You're so sexy. You're so sexy by A. Carter. Hey, I mean that's a vibe right there. You know, I can vibe with that, right? You know, I think we need more songs like that. You know, just actually complimenting your lady, your female, the females out here instead of, dogging them out. You know, it's so much of that today. I mean, I'm no hate. I'm not hating on anybody whoever does it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, we do what we need to do, right, to make our money. Uh, I don't know if that makes it right. You know what I mean? Because you know, we we out here, guys. We in these streets, right? Making all kind of music. I think it's what people like these days. You know, you have your, uh, I mean, you got your Cardi B's out here. I mean, you know what time it is, right? And guys, I'm just talking. Actually, I'm just trying to find things to talk about because I'm new to this, right? I'm trying to learn how to get into my groove. I'm trying to find new ways to push our music on Vibe Music Nation. You know what I mean? Because I want you to, tell me what you think. If it sucked, Hey, listen, even if it suck, I'm going to get better at this. I promise you. I got to get more things together. I have to get more things to talk about, conversation. I have to get some conversation going. I have to get you guys even in the chat talking. Just so we can get this thing moving. It's so much going on in the world right now. So much going on in the world right now. We have war going on right now. Hey, listen, we even got blackouts, going on in some parts of the country or even the world, because of this oil that's going on. But enough about that. I don't want to bore you. Hey, listen, I want to play this song. It's called My Chocolate Cocoa Girl. It's by Antonio.
Yeah. You don't even try, you just shine that way. Brown skin glowing like a summer day. Every move you make got rhythm and grace. Girl, the world slows down when I see your face. Soft voice, sweet tone, attitude divine. You the type they dream about but never find. Got me addicted, can't get enough. You're my peace, my power, my kind of love. My chocolate cocoa girl, you light up my world. From the city nights to the candlelight, you make everything feel right. My chocolate cocoa girl, you got that timeless world. Every time you smile, I swear I fall again right there. Lay back vibe with that classy feel. Natural beauty, yeah, that's real. No filter, just soul and skin. You a queen, girl, born to win. Got your aura in my heartbeat flow. You the muse every poet wanna know. From the curls to the shine to the scent you wear. Every breath you take, I'm there. My chocolate cocoa girl, you light up my world. From the city nights to the candlelight, you make everything feel right. My chocolate cocoa girl, you got that timeless world. Every time you smile, I swear I fall again right there. You don't chase trends, you set the tone. You the vibe that feels like home. Every look, every word you say got me thanking God every day. My chocolate cocoa girl, you light up my world. You're my rhythm, my muse, and my pearl. Forever my chocolate cocoa girl. Yeah, my chocolate cocoa girl. You're my whole world.
My Chocolate Cocoa Girl. That's right. What do you think about that cut, guys? I kind of like that song. It gives me that 80s when he get that high note. I can't sing, so I'm not even trying to do that, right? But it gives you that 80 vibes type stuff. Yeah. I did some running trying to get back into the station, so I'm out of breath, right? But anyway, guys, listen. Hey, listen, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to actually get things moving, guys. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna, you know, I want to talk about it. You know, you know, I'm ready to hear some real nice sounds. I'm hoping that some artists out there can really just give us that real sound that we've been waiting on for so long. That we can lay back and remember the days, hang out, right? Listening to, how back in the day, man, I remember backyard parties. I remember family reunions when when they was playing all of the hits that you grew up with. I want to get back to doing that. I want to get back to playing that type of sound. Something that you can really, just talk with your friends or your cousins. Remember that time when everybody had the same family reunion T-shirt? I'm from Detroit, so we used to be at Belle Isle, hanging out with our friends, our cousins, eating good barbecue, right? You have so much fun playing volleyball. It's I remember Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince coming out with Summer Madness, summertime. I think it's summertime. Yeah, and that you just had that vibe, guys. It was just that vibe we had. I'm ready to get back to that time. Where we can hear that kind of music. But until then, it is what it is, right? Hey, I want to run this song by you. This is a song, it's kind of special. It gets you moving around type music, right? By A. Carter. I want you to tell me, what do you think about this song? Let me see you frost walk is the name of the cut. Hey, get you out of your seat if you at work. Hey, listen, if you at work, hey, send me some love. Say, hey, shut up. You sound crazy. Say something. You get what I mean? Just let me know what time it is. But I want to play this song called Frost Walk, and I want you to tell me what you think about this song. Right? Tell me what you think. Like, show me some love. It's a new one. But here it go by A. Carter.
Yeah. Smooth on ice, glide on fire. Yeah, let me see you frost walk. Yeah, let me see you frost walk. Glide it on the floor, make the room tight. Cool so clean, you don't even gotta ride with the rhythm, lifting everybody high. Let me see you frost walk. Step so smooth like a moon. Wow. Ice in your veins so deep in your stride. You ain't walking, you just floating in a vibe. Step in a room and the lights they freeze. Eyes on me saying who could he be? Shining so bright, I don't need no stage. Feeling like a star, let me set that pace. The way I move is a movie screen. So smooth on the floor, everything's so pristine. DJ spin it back cause the groove too up. When I frost walk, you can't make me stop. Cold with it, bold with it. Every step I take, got my soul in it. Crowd on fire, but I keep my cool. When I frost walk, I rewrite. Let me see you frost walk. Glide on the floor, make the room tight. Cool so clean, you don't even gotta ride with the rhythm, lifting everybody high. Let me see you frost walk. Step so smooth like a moon. Wow. Ice in your veins so deep in your stride. You ain't walking, you just floating in a vibe. Fresh fake crisp. Kickstyle, glowing in the dark, I'ma shine all night. Shorty in the back saying, boy, don't play. But she dancing to the random when I step this way. Energy's high, it's electric flow. Crowd getting loose cause they all wanna know. From the blow to the stage, to the people tap. Go ahead, little player, let me see your frost wide. Left, right, glide, don't stop. Hands in the eye, let it drop. Icy smooth and I own this room. When I frost walk, everybody make room. Let me see you frost walk. Glide on the floor, make the room tight. Cool so clean, you don't even gotta ride with the rhythm, lifting everybody high. Let me see you frost walk. Step so smooth like a moon walk. Ice in your veins so deep in your stride. You ain't walking, you just floating in the vibe. That's the frost walk. Cold on the floor, heat in my soul. Lord on fire, glide on the ice. Let me see you frost walk.
Let me see you frost walk. What do you got? No, I said, yeah, frost walk. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Hey, listen, A. Carter, he's doing his thing over there, right? It is what it is, It's one of them kind of songs. it makes you want to get on the dance floor, right? It makes you want to, you know, do what you do. You know, shout out to A. Carter. You know, trying to do his thing out there, right? Uh, but anyway, guys, listen. I want to ask you a question, right? You know, it's a thing going on now with our youth. You know, and a lot of times I hear, you know, you hear different individuals say, well, you like their parents when you talk, and okay, let me start from the beginning, right? So, you know, I think just because you turn a certain age, you know, I'm talking about the young kids when they turn 20, 21, you know, a lot of times they tend to think, or we tend to think that, you know, hey, they're grown now. They don't need any advice, you know. But what do you think about that? Do you think just because you turn 2021, you don't need advice anymore? You know, I think that you still need advice out here. This world is cold blooded out here, you know. And our young people, they still need advice. You know, I have a book out, right? I wrote a book, and the book is called Grown But Not Alone: Accountability in Adulthood. And the reason why I wrote this book, because for so many years you've been hearing, you know, just people saying, listen, they're grown. You know, you have to let them make their mistakes on their own now. And I don't necessarily agree with that full-heartedly. You know, I think that we still have to, you know, if we can help, give advice. You know, I know that that person have to want to take that advice, you know. But listen, there's a lot of things out here that our young people just don't know. You know, they just don't know. You know, just probably about a few weeks ago, 21-year-old driving on 75, headed north. It was a little foggy out that day. He was driving so fast where he ran underneath the semi truck and killed himself. He slid up underneath the truck. Now, you know, what if he just had, and I'm not saying that he didn't, but, you know, just what if he had someone telling him, hey, listen, you know, you can't be out here driving fast. You know, you got to watch what you're doing out here. Because sometimes these fast cars make you want to drive fast. I know that because I'm one of them, you know. Sometimes I have a Mercedes, and you know, when I get in that car, sometimes I want to drive fast. You know, it's a fast car. What can I say? You know, but listen, I know that you can't do that. You have to be careful out here. You know, and what I'm saying is the young people, you know, even in this dating today, you know, you have to make sure that you're accepting the right person in your life. And a lot of times we get that, well, I'm grown, I need to make the decision. Listen, grown doesn't mean you have to be alone. You know, there has to be someone in your life. What am I saying in this? You know, find somebody that you can talk with. I'm talking to my young people out there. Find someone who can speak into your life, because look, you don't know everything. And maybe somebody can just help you, you know, help you or save you from walking down a road that can lead you into trouble. You know what I mean? And hey, I'm just saying, you know, we just gotta listen. You know, there's nothing wrong with listening. You know, I want to play a song called "All Cried Out" by Antonio. You know, I think this is a real nice song. You know, I think you guys will actually like this song. I like it. I think it's called "All Cried Out." Let's check it out, right? Let's check it out. We're gonna check this song out. I'm gonna prep it in a minute, but I want to just say, listen, young people, pay attention to what's going on out here. Get advice. In fact, you become even wiser when you get more and more advice, you know? Because there's a lot of things out here, again, like I said, you just don't know, you know? Let's go ahead and get with this song.
I watched you pack your dreams last night and close the door without goodbye. I told myself I'd be alright, but the truth is that was a lie. You gave your all, I gave you pain. You tried to love me through the rain. Now I'm staring at these empty rooms, still smelling your perfume. I should've held you closer, listened when you cried. Now the silence feels like punishment. For every time I lied, I'm all cried out. Ain't a tear left inside this man. All cried out. Wish I could hold your hand. I broke a heart that tried to save me. Now love feels like a ghost that haunts me. Yeah. All cried out. Baby, I'm all cried out for you. Oh. I see you smiling with someone new, pretending that I'm fine too. But it kills me just to know that he gets the love I never show. I still replay your favorite song, the one we used to dance along. Funny how the same old tune now sounds like my ruin. I wish that I could call you, but pride still holds the phone. I made my bed with loneliness. Now I sleep there all alone. I'm cried out. Ain't a tear left inside this man. I could hold your hand. Oh, you were the queen I didn't crown. Now my kingdom's burning down. Oh, cried out. Oh, baby, I'm all cried out. Oh, yeah. You gave me real love, I gave you scars. You wanted forever, I fell apart. Now every night I pay the price for breaking what was paradise. Ooh. Cried out. And I'm begging for one more chance. Yeah. Cried out. Still reaching for your hand. If you could see the man I am now, you know I'd never let you down. But I'm all cried out, yeah. I'm all cried out for you. I'm all cried out. Oh, yeah. I'm all
All cry it out. I actually made a mistake and clicked off. I'm trying. Listen, guys, I'm trying to learn this thing. Hopefully, I'll get it together. You know, hey, I'm new at this. You know, what I mean, I'm trying to really get this vibe. You know, catch this vibe with you guys. You know, where we can just listen to some nice music. You know, yeah, and just chill. That's what it is. You know, but welcome to Vibe Music Nation. You know, we're over here trying to make it happen. We're trying to make this happen. You know, I'm going to play some more music, but listen, like I was saying before, you know, we have to get to our youth. We have to, if we can talk to our youth, you know, and just encourage them. You know, just encourage them that they can move forward. You know, but that's what they need in their life. They need someone in there who can help guide them if they want to be guided. I get it. You know, but listen, I don't want to talk long. I want to go ahead into my next song. It's called "Let's Keep It Clean" by an artist. Her name is Redbone. Let's keep it clean. You know what I mean? So, hey, listen, like she said, let's keep it clean. Well, let's keep it clean.
I like the way you listen when I speak, not just waiting on your turn to talk to me. I've been down roads that started off sweet, ended in silence, argue on no peace. I ain't here to rush, no feelings. I ain't scared, I'm just healing. I don't wanna play pretend. I wanna know you're wasting. I've been running from my heart before my mind. That's how I lost myself too many times. So if we're moving, let's move right. Slow enough to see the sign. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it honest from the start. I like your vibe, but I need more than sparks. I'm tired of love that tears me apart. Let's keep it clean. Put all the cards out on the table. If we go deeper, let it be stable. I like you, but I love my peace. I see potential, I won't deny, but I need depth, not alibis. If something's heavy, say it now. Don't let the truth come later loud. I don't want guessing, mixed emotions, late night texts with no direction. If you've grown and show me how, say what you want, say it now. I've been the one who tried to save people who couldn't meet me halfway. So before my heart gets involved, let's talk it through, that's all. Just keep it real. Just keep it honest from the start. I like you right, but I need more than sparks. I'm tired of love, it tears me apart. Just keep it clean. No confusion, no disguise. If you're feeling me, look me in my eyes. I like you, but I love my peace. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for emotional intelligence. I don't wanna heal from you, I wanna grow with you. If you're ready, say it. If you're not, that's okay. Just don't invite me in if you don't plan to stay. Keep it real. Is this meant to be? We'll feel it. We'll feel it.
That was Red Bones, guy. I said Red Bones. Red Bone. That's right. Listen, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it moving. You know, listen. Again, I'm new at this. I'm trying to get this flow right. You know, I'm gonna get it right. You can believe that. You know, but right now, listen. I'm trying to do something different. You know, where we can have a conversation. We can talk. You know, and play music at the same time, right? That's what it's about, I think, at least on this page. I don't want to just play or just post music, upload music. I want to get into a conversation. This is my first time again today. I'm starting this today. And sooner or later, my wife is going to be with me. We're going to be having conversations. We're going to be talking. Hopefully you guys will be engaging in this conversation with us, whatever it may be, whatever that conversation may be, I'm hoping that you guys will come and take this ride with us, right? Come and take this ride with us. Let's get into some good conversation. What do you think about YouTube and the changes that has been made? There's so many YouTubers that are saying that it's not the same anymore. I don't know if that means their money has changed. I don't know what that means, but they're saying, or maybe it's the viewership. Listen, that's why we had to start going live, trying to try something different, out here. I think the game is changing, guys. I really think it's changing. I don't think it's going to be the same like it used to be. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I need you to know. But while you're thinking, I want to play this song by A. Carter. I love this song. This song is called "This Doesn't Feel Like Love." Do you actually know what love feels like? I do. You should know what it feels like. And you should know that, hey, listen, look, and I want to preference this before I play the song. Listen, look, a lot of times we don't know what love feels like, especially if we've been in abusive relationships. So it's time for us to start understanding and figuring out. Listen, wait a minute. I shouldn't be treated like this. This doesn't feel like love. How do you know if it feels like love? Through the actions, through how a person treat you. And I'm not saying that, everybody's going to be perfect, and what perfect means, you know what I mean? But I am saying that you should know, how you're being treated. Is it an abusive relationship? Whatever it may be. Because listen, I want to play this song, it's by A. Carter. But listen, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to the words, of this song. Listen to the words, because the words here, guys, these words speak volumes. The word, listen to these words.
Yeah. I keep saying it to myself. This don't feel like love. This don't feel like love. No, it don't feel. When it's all about you, and what I bring in here. I wanna give my heart, but it's push and shove, and my soul keep telling me this don't feel like love. Every conversation turned into a fight. We can't get through a day without losing our night. You say you need more, say I don't do enough, but it's hard to give love when it don't come back to us. You take our problems, tell your friends instead. Now I'm defending myself over things I never said. I'm trying to hold us down, trying to be enough, but loving you starting to feel like giving up. This don't feel like love, no it don't feel fair. When it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul. Keep telling me this don't feel like love. This don't feel, this don't feel like love. It's always what you do, never how we grow. Like love got conditions I don't even know. I've been holding my own, I don't need a crown. I just want somebody who gon' hold me down. I reach for you, you pull away. Then you mad when I don't know what to say. I wanna build something that's solid and real, but tell me why I'm the only one trying to heal. This don't feel like love, no it don't feel fair. When it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul. Keep telling me this don't feel like love. This don't feel like, this don't feel like love. I ain't in control, love ain't keeping score. Love don't make you feel small when you walk through the door. If I gotta beg for peace, beg for trust, then maybe what we had was never us. I tried to be patient, I tried to be strong, but loving you been feeling wrong for too long. This don't feel like love, no it don't feel fair. When it's all about you and what I bring here. I wanna give my heart, but it's pushing, shoving my soul. Keep telling me this don't
That's right, guys. This don't feel like love. What do you think about that song? Because hey, listen, there's a lot of truth in that song. You should know what feels like love and what doesn't feel like love. When I get a time, I'm going to open the chat. I want you guys to let me know how you're feeling. Again, I'm new at this. I'm trying it out for the first time. Hopefully I can get the groove, and I believe I will. I'll get the groove in terms of trying to get a good conversation and give you something to think about, right? To think about as we're moving along in this music. But guess what? I don't want to hold you up. I want to keep moving. Listen, this particular song that I'm going to play, it has that '80s vibe, right? It calls love. It's the name of the song is called "Love Would Never Fade" by Redbone. Listen, this song. These are local artists, guys. Just want you to know, local artists, and we want to play their music. Hey, I want you to hear this song. Tell me what you think about it. It gives you that '80s vibe. That's what I get when I listen to this song. I'm going to, get it moving. Yeah, see, that feels good right there. Yeah. This is Vibe Music Nation.
Late night conversations, tears we couldn't hide, dreams we almost gave up, still you stayed by my side. Every road was winding, every test was real, but the love inside our hearts, time could never steal. Every scar tells our story, every mile proves it true. Through the darkest moments, I kept holding on to you. This is a love that won't fade, no matter the trials we face. Through every storm and every day, your heart still finds my place. We were built to last, through every joy and pain. Forever in your arms I'll stay. This love will never fade, never fade, never fade, never fade. We've seen broken seasons, heard the doubters say two hearts couldn't make it, but we found our way. Every step together, every tear we cried, made this love much stronger with you by my side. Through the nights of wandering, through the days of doubt, every time the world got loud, our love still figured out. This is a love that won't fade, no matter the trials we face. Through every storm and every day, your heart still finds my place. We were built to last, through every joy and pain. Forever in your arms I'll stay. This love will never fade, never fade, never fade, never. We try to run from the pressure, try to hide from the pain, but every road led back to your love again. And now I know forever, no matter what we face, our hearts were made for a love that won't fade. This is a love that won't fade. Through every test of time, through every dark and lonely day, your heart beats next to mine. We were meant to be. Through every joy and pain, forever in your
That's what's up, guys. This love would never fade by Redbone. What do you think about that song right there? You know what I mean? I mean, it's got some good vibes. You know what I mean? It gives me those 80 vibes, back in the day. Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think about what's going on here and, with our troops? I was just looking on television or on YouTube anyway, right? And I was looking at when I seen all of these soldiers getting off of the boat, over going to Tehran, over there, or wherever location that they were in. But I noticed something. And I don't know if you noticed the same thing, but if you even been watching, right? All of these soldiers that was just about all of them that was getting off the boat were young. I mean, I was looking at their faces, and I didn't see, I didn't see this, and I'm not saying they're supposed to be excited, but I didn't see what I thought I needed to see. I didn't see confidence, I seen, for the algorithm, I don't want to say the wrong words, right? But I seen this almost sadness and maybe even fear. Maybe even fear. Guys, listen, the young people today aren't warriors. They're not soldiers in the sense where they want to go fight to unalive people, And it bothered me. It almost, guys, listen, I literally said a prayer for them because I almost felt sad. Well, not almost, I did feel sad. And a lot of them were just staring off into the sun, they was by this, I don't know what, I think that's the Persian Gulf. Maybe that may have been that area. But they were just staring towards the water and the sky. A lot of them they just didn't look like, hey, listen, I even believe some of them was like, what did I sign up for? What did I sign up for? And it bothered me when I seen, the expressions on their face. Guys, I'm telling you, I didn't see that, that hurrah, you know what I mean? That let's go do this. I almost seen that, what am I doing here type look, And, shout out to our soldiers. I pray for our soldiers. I'm really believing for our soldiers. Oh, our soldiers, out there. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that, they come home safe. No one, get unalive, Because it made me feel bad. I'm not going to lie. It really made me feel bad. But not just to go, into that, I want to play this other song. And this song is by A. Carter. It's called You're So Lit. Listen, guys, this gives me that vibe. The song I'm about to play right now, it gives me that old school vibe. That Chris Brown type old school vibe where you used to listen to FM 98. You used to come on the radio. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm from Detroit, you know what I mean? So, and it gives me that kind of vibe. What do you think about this song? Hey, listen, I really like it. I think this song is actually, just listen to the vibe on that. Come on, man. That's got a good vibe right there. Check this song out.
When you laugh, it's so moved, right? Glowing on me like the city at night. It ain't just your drip, it ain't just your face. It's your spirit, girl, that sets the place. I don't need no bottle, I don't need no club. Just your energy, I can't get enough. They talk about vibes like they fade and go, but you're a wildfire, girl, you steady glow. People fade out like the neon lights dim, but you shine brighter, girl, again and again, again, again. You're so lit, yeah, yeah. From the inside out, girl, I can't quit. You're so lit, oh babe, got me locked in, and I'm loving it, loving it. It ain't just a moment, it's forever here, forever, forever, girl. You're so lit, so lit, so lit, yeah, yeah, you're so lit. You got kindness laced with fire and grace, that kind like nobody can replace. Not just a spark, girl, you're a flame. Not just a wave, you're a whole damn wave. Your vibe contagious is healing too. The way you move, I just move with you. Not talking lust, I'm talking lies. Not just tonight, but the rest of my life. Seasons flip, but my love won't switch. Your glow's eternal, girl, that's the gift. Through the dark nights when the world ain't sweet, your shine keeps bringing the best out of me. She lit. From the inside out, girl, I can't quit. You're so lit. Oh, babe, got me locked in, and I'm loving it. It ain't just a moment, it's forever here. Forever, forever, girl. You're so lit. So lit, so lit. Yeah, yeah, you're so lit. Shine, girl, shine. Your whole soul's on fire. It's deeper than beauty. It's something that hides. You're so lit. And I'm here for it. Yeah.
Oh, that was just what's up, guys. Hey, that felt good to me. I don't know about you. Hey, guys, listen. If you don't mind, whoever's out there, hey, like and subscribe. I'm trying to build this page, guys. I really want to connect with my audience. I don't want to just be someone that just, upload music. Hey, listen, I love doing it, right? But I want to connect with the audience. I want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I really do. Listen, we're living in a time of AI music. Listen, I'm cool with that. I'm honest. I'm cool with that. But what do you think? Hey, what do you think? If that's what your flow is, hey, who is me to be mad at you? I can't be mad. If you like AI music, you like AI music, right? Listen, AI, here's a fun fact. Do you know AI was even out before we heard this, we using the word AI music? It was AI in some of the technology that we use or even used then. AI was in that sound. In the movies you're watching today, Oh, yeah. Even my wife was talking to me. Even, I tell her to get on the mic and talk. But guess what, guys? Even in, who's seen a movie called The Matrix, right? The first Matrix. Do you realize that AI listen, he even talks about it, Neo. He uses Neo and Morpheus. Morpheus say, he asked Neo, have you ever heard of AI? He said, yeah, artificial intelligence. Listen, and if you know that movie, it's been out years ago. Guys, AI is here to stay. I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey, it's here to stay. What do you think about that? It's nothing you can change. And I even believe once industry find a way to capitalize on it, if they haven't already did, they're going to capitalize on AI music. It's just a matter of time, guys, right? It's just a matter of time. I'm not going to be before you much longer, but guess what? I want to play another cut. And the name of this cut is called, I'm Cool on You. Hey, listen, I want you to tell me what you think about it. From Jay Brizzy, and tell me what you think about this cut.
I'm cool on you. Yeah. I'm cool on you. Yeah. Still moving like you got nothing to lose. Same circle, same game, same excuses. Every night out with your girl, same routine. But when it's time for us, you never got time for me. You wanna argue and broadcast the pain. Tell your friends how to start switching names. Play me the villain just to feel okay. But I'm tired of cleaning messes I didn't make. You say, baby, why you acting distant? I said, baby, why you never listening? I need peace, not a constant mission. Trying to teach maturity to somebody resist me. I don't mind love, I just hate confusion. Don't need chaos dressed up, that's passion. I gave patience, I gave solutions, but you keep choosing distress. I'm cool on you. I'm cool on games in the back and forth. I'm cool on you. I need grown love, not a crashing cars. I'm cool on you. Every time is real, you make it fake. I want consistency, not childish ways. I'm cool on you. Yeah, I'm cool on you. You always need a crowd to validate, but every problem gotta be a debate. Soon as we fall out, you grab your phone. Try to win opinions before we make it home. You say I changed, now I just woke up. Real out love ain't supposed to be this broke up. I'm due to son, used to playing house. I need a pride, now you need an audience now. You don't check in, you just check receipts. You around for the vibe, not the responsibility. When it's time to spend, it's when you're close to me. But when it's time to grow, you emotionally flee. I don't need perfect, just accountability. Someone who owns you when they wrong. I'm not asking for miracles, just neutrality. And it's something you've been dodging all along. I'm cool on you. I'm cool on that it feels more sad. I'm cool on you. I need that for life, just switch side though. I'm cool on you. You put yourself before everybody else. That approved me, I had to tell myself I'm cool on you. Yeah, I'm cool on you. I don't hate you, I just outgrew you. I grew the drum, I grew the late nights explaining myself. I outgrew fighting shadows you created. And clean enough stories you exaggerated. Love so you feel like babysitting roosts. With the Finny and then the big one out in the relationship. Every disagreement don't need a jury. And every tear don't make you right. I needed consistency, immediate attention, immediate peace, immediate reaction. So yeah, I'm cool. The children rose over history. I'm cool. I want love that makes me equally. I'm cool. No more circus, no more babies. I'm cool. I want a woman, not a face. I'm cool on you. I'm cool on you. Separate ways, no hard feelings, just different messages. I'm cool on you.
I'm cool on you. Hey, listen, that sounds about right. Sometimes you got to say that. Sometimes you, whoever you're talking with, whoever you're out here hanging out with, female, male, whatever it is. Sometimes you got to really say, hey, look, I'm cool on you. Your vibe. I'm not even into what you're in. You know what I mean? It's just giving toxic, right? It's giving toxic. Sometimes we gotta just be flat out. Listen, I don't believe, there's enough people that are flat out with it. That's old school words, flat out. Where they just straight up just tell, hey, listen, I'm cool on you. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing going on here. You know what I mean? So we can just go our separate ways. Hey guys, listen. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm hoping you guys are catching the vibe. I'm want to try to bring it. Just bring nice music to you, have good conversation. Again, this is my first time. I'm learning. I'm learning. Hopefully, I'll get it right. I'll be able to, uh, you know, get in this mode where I'm, delivering a nice sound to you. Have great conversation. We can sit back and chill, listen to good music, have good conversation. And hey, listen, next time I'm going to open up the chat where we can talk. Let me know what you feeling. What do you think about what's going on over here in with this war? Is it something that we needed to have done? Listen, look at these gas prices that's going up. How you feel about that? Hey, listen, shout out to all of my Uber drivers that are out there. Because I know hey, listen, you guys are getting hammered with these gas prices, So big up to Lyft, and all of my, what is that, Uber, where they pick up the food and stuff. Uber Eats and different things such of that nature. Shout out to you guys. I'm hoping that you guys are making it happen. I feel you. Hey, listen, if you in an Uber, if you're riding in an Uber, hey, give that guy a tip. Give that female a tip. If Uber Eats coming, hey, give them a tip. They really need it, guys. They do. These gas prices are crazy out here. And guess what? If they don't stop that, what is that, straight up Hormuz? Hey, now, Hormuz? I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Guys. If they don't deal with that, no telling where these gas prices are going to go, right? There's no telling, So, hey, do your part, I always give tips. I try to give good tips, when I'm and I'm going to be honest. And how do you guys feel about this? We're tipping for everything. You walk into the restaurant today, you got to pay a tip. You open the door, you got to pay a tip. Tipping is getting kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This don't have anything to do with the Uber drivers or any of that. I'm talking about some of these people at the restaurants now. Now, these guys just walking into Coney Island, you got to give a tip. Listen, they picked the bag, they ordered, they placed their order, you place your order, they turned the ticket in. And the fact that they asked, hey, you want me to put napkins in there and ketchup or whatever, then they want you to give them a tip. Hey, no hate, I'm not hating, But is it getting a little too much? We just tipping by everything, I went into, what was that? I went into Famous Dave. This was probably about a month ago. I went into Famous Dave's, and it was a Sunday, right? And the way the guy played me, right? So I went in there, and I went in there to get my order, and he said, I pulled my card out. You got to pay with that little reader or whatever it's called, and he said, click one of these buttons before you stick the card in. And me being not really thinking, I clicked the top button. I didn't even look at it. I just clicked one of the top buttons. And, I put my card in to pay. And then I was about to give him the tip, about $2, $3, whatever. He ain't do nothing. I didn't feel he did anything. But he said, oh, no. You already paid. So I played it off in my mind. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, huh? What do you mean I already paid? But when I get my receipt back, I pushed $8. All I did was walk in the door. All he did was come to the front and gave me my order. Guys, this is getting crazy. And he knew what he was doing when he was telling me, hey, push one of these three. And it's my fault because I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention, so I will say that. But listen, it's getting crazy out here. Yeah. Hey, listen, remember that old saying by, who was that, Teddy Riley, let's chill? Well, Jay Brizzy have a cutout. It's called Let's Chill. I want to play that song. I want you to tell me what you think about it. You can go to Jay Brizzy. He's on Spotify. He's on what else he's on YouTube Music. I mean, he's everywhere. I think TikTok. Jay Breezy he's really bringing it. I like that guy. I like the song. I'm going to play one of his songs, and the name of that song is called "Let's Chill." I want you to tell me what you think about that song.
So much windows down. Let's chill. First time, let's chill. First time I saw you, sunlight on your face. Something about your energy felt like my safe place. You ain't even trying, but you shine so natural. Come on the outside, inside magical. You say hey so simple, but it hit me deep. Like think I'm in knowing you in another dream. I don't usually fall quick, but something feels real. For the moment I saw you, I just wanted to chill. It's the way you look at me, like you already know. I don't wanna rush this, let it take it slow. No pressure, no need to pretend. Just two good vibes leaning in. Let's chill, slide with me, survive with me. No pressure, just you and me. Let's chill, sunset, talking hands in mine. Girl, this feels right every time. Let's chill, I don't wanna complicate, just let the feeling elevate. Let's chill, if this is love, don't fight it. Baby, let's just ride it. You don't do the most, you just move with grace. Every time you laugh, it light up the place. I don't need the crowd or the flashing lights. Girl, you're all I want on these summer nights. Conversation easy, silence feel good. You the type of woman every man should love. You ain't loud, but you heavy on the vibe. Every time you mention by standing at the side. No gain, no drama, just grown energy. Every little moment feel like destiny. Call me upon, watch the ball for slow. City lights glow, but we moving low. Swear when the feeling feel this real. If blood starts somewhere, then it start with chill. Come closer, looking like breeze, so we don't gotta say much. Just let it flow. We just might shimmer whole like summer air. When it's cool, no rushing, just tension building. Two hearts leaving, you to the feeling. If we move, let it roll like this. Soulful laughter, seal with a kiss. Side with me, side with me, no pressure. You and me, sunset talking hands in mine. Feels right every time. I don't wanna complicate, just let the feeling elevate. Let's chill. If this is love, don't fight it. Baby, let's chill right. Feel right. Summer night, yeah. Let's chill.
Let's chill. That's right. Let's chill. Hey, I feel like doing that now. Once I get done with this, I'm going to go and chill, right? But yeah, listen, again, Antonio Bouchel, right? Vibe Music Nation, guys. Listen, we want to give you conversation. We don't just want to upload music for you to listen to. I mean, it's nothing wrong with uploading music. Don't get me wrong. But I want to have a conversation. I want to, put something in the chat and see how you respond. I'm trying to get you pulled in. That's what I'm trying to do. Pull you in to this channel. Vibe Music Nation. You know, we don't want to, again, we don't want to just upload music. We want to have a conversation. You know, I want to know, how you feel today. What's going on with you? You know, maybe you have something that you want to, a topic that you want to talk about, and we can share that with the audience, right? You know, get a conversation going on. That old school dialogue. I miss it, guys. I miss it. I'm honestly, God, I miss it. That old school dialogue. Yeah, I got a couple more songs that I want to play, and then we're going to end it, right? Right. You know, what do you think about what? Remember those songs back in the day that had something to do with wife and you? All the different artists that came out with that song, "Wife You." Well, I have another one that I want to play. Now, I believe this song here you can actually play in a wedding. I can see them now. When you hear this song, I think you will get that same vibe. By I want you to hear this artist by Antonio. The name of the song is called "Can I Wife You?" No, I want to play. I got my wife in the background. Yeah. What do you think about this song?
But in you, I found the song. I don't want to love for a moment. I want forever. So tonight, can I wife you? I walked through storms, I lost my way. Hearts that left me broken, words they couldn't stay. But then your eyes found mine in a crowded room, and everything that's lost in me came back to bloom. You whispered dreams I wouldn't dare to speak. Saw strength in my silence, comfort in my weak. In your arms I found a home, a calm in life's storms. Girl, won't you let me love you, righteous and warm. Cause you I see forever, not just tonight. You make me believe in what true love means alive. Can I wife you? Promise you my heart, promise you my time. Stand before God, make your name mine. Can I wife you? Can I wife you? I don't just want a season, I want all of you. In this moment, in this moment, in this life. Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Can I wife you? I imagine morning when your lips wake me slow. Coffee and softness, your scent in the glow. I hear laughter in future rooms, children's feet on floors. You and me, side by side, behind heaven's doors. No more games, no more masks, no more waiting in the dark. What I feel for you is fire, the beating of my heart. If love is a covenant, then I'm making mine to you. Girl, I'm ready to walk the miles that I promise will prove. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. That's what the word says, girl, I believe. You're more than a moment, more than a dream. You're the life I waited for, my purpose, my peace. Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Forever. Can I wife you? Can I wife you? Can I hold you through storms? Through all of life. Promise you my heart, promise you my time. You my time. Stand before God, make your name mine. Your name mine. I don't just want a season, I want all of you, you. In this moment, in this moment, in this life, in this life. Can I wife you? Can I always yours? Let Let me be the one who never lets you go, the one who sees you, cherishes you, prays for you.
Can I wife you? Hey, that's what's up right there. That's what's up, guys. Listen, and that's what we should be saying to our women these days. Can I wife you? Not just hey hanging out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters, and listen, I don't want my daughters just hanging out. They can do what they need to do, what they want to do, right? I'm hoping that they'll, get that mindset that, hey, you want this guy to wife you. You don't want to just be hanging out, because sooner or later, things can, they can go a different way. He'll get used to that. And you don't want him to get used to that. You want him to wife you, right? I'm talking to my ladies out there. I'm just telling you, it is what it is, it's what happened to that chemistry, that chemistry where you can feel that vibe. I remember that time when I was young, I'm 55, right? Yeah, but I remember that time when, you had that vibe. When I met my wife, I had that vibe, had that chemistry, that connection when you seen her. You just wanted to get to know her, understand her a little bit more deeper. Listen, fun fact, right? When I first met my wife, we went out and we went to the movie theater, came outside and, this was, I believe it was in Southfield, Michigan. I forget that movie theater that was out that way. I came outside and listen, ruined my whole day. My windows were busted out and they stole my system that was in my car. I had it rimmed out, had my rims all on. I had got a paint job. Back in the day it was Mako. I think it was it Mako? Whatever. That painted the car. And listen, just blew my window out, took my system out. Man, that day was over. That day couldn't end so quick. I took my wife, got her some Kentucky Fried Chicken. I got her some Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I went home. I was so upset and I was peed off, guys. And I went home, and I had money at that time, so I went, got it fixed, right? Bought me another system, put it in the ride, Yeah, enough about those stories, but I'm talking about chemistry. Do we have that today? It's chemistry. When you go out to the club, do you feel that vibe or that connection? When you're in the grocery store, do you feel that vibe and that connection? That pulls you in. You know what I mean? In conversation, do you feel that she's staring at you, you staring at her? So you go down another aisle. So and you come back. Is that still out there? Hey, I have the perfect song. That's right. I was leading up to something, right? I got the perfect song that I want to play. And the name of this song, it's called Chemistry. But I want you to really hear that vibe. Because the vibe is there. It's there. Imagine, wherever you might be, you're going out. Next time, try to get that chemistry going on. Not just a pretty face. I know it starts with a pretty face, but feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, guys. We need that back, Yeah, that's right. We need that back. So, Jay Brizzy, right? Hey, listen, you can go check him out on YouTube Music. He got this song called Chemistry. Guys, listen, I want to play this song. Hey, it's fire, though. This song is straight fire. Check it out.
saw you standing, time froze in a room. One glance from you, and I knew what to do. Your smile pulled me closer, no words had to speak. The vibe was electric, the moment unique. Oh, unique. It's chemistry, the way you move with me. Chemistry. Our eyes locked, and the world just fades to black. Fades to black. It's energy, like fire naturally. Energy. One touch and I know there's no turning back. No turning back, baby. You laugh so easy, it's stuck in my mind. A rhythm between us, our hearts kept in time. Yeah, don't need a reason, don't need a plan. Just let this connection turn strangers to friends. Yeah, to friends. Oh. It's chemistry, the way you move with me. Chemistry. Our eyes lock, and the world just fades to black. Fades to black. It's energy, like fire naturally. Energy. One touch and I know there's no turning back. No turning back, baby. No second guessing, I feel what is real. A bond unspoken, but stronger than steel. The night may end, but this moment remains. Forever replaying, it's burning my veins. Oh, my veins, my veins, my veins. Girl, the way you move, our eyes light, and the wall, yeah, just fades to black, fades to black. It's energy, like fantasy, naturally, right? One touch and I know there's no turning back. No turning back. Oh, baby. Chemistry. Oh, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's chemistry, yeah.
Tell me that ain't fire. You can't tell me. Listen, that's fire right there, guys. Listen, chemistry is what's up. We need that back. Hey, listen, I'm looking for that to come back. Chemistry, not just hey, what's your name? What's your name? Get in the mode. Get that vibe going first. Get that connection, get that eye connection. Listen, fellas, if you can get the eye connection and you can get her staring back, then everything else be smooth as butter. You can just walk on up there, kick your game. You gotta have game now. I'm not just saying go up there and just talk. You know what I mean? But get that vibe going, that connection. Let her see that let her see something. Well, let me start over. First, you definitely gotta, it's gonna be looks, right? Looks does drivers to whoever we want to be with. We got to see them first, right? Have to have that type of, connection of attraction, right? But then, start catching that vibe, whatever that means to you guys. I'm not going to be before you long. In fact, guys, I'm gonna have to end it now. It's been going on for a while. I'm coming back with a more stronger program. This is my first time. I was just trying to try it out first, see how this thing works. And I'm going to get it together, right? I'm still trying to work out some bugs where I can move a little bit more smoother, in terms of the dials that I'm pushing on my mixing board and different things such as that nature, and some good conversation, right? To hold your attention, I'm going to go through these different songs, talk to you about these different songs, But I do appreciate you coming on. Hey, listen, I would ask you to like and subscribe, Hey, share this, share this interaction that we just had. Maybe it's somebody else who probably would love to hear, what we're talking about, believe it or not, right? So I'm quite sure there's somebody out there might want to listen. But guess what? It starts with you sharing. I'm hoping. I want to build this page, guys. I want to build this page. Listen, I want to be able to give some money out, whatever it may be, and tell me what it is you're looking for. What do you want to talk about? Here's the thing. It's a family channel, right? We want to, talk about some things that make sense, some things that's helping change this world, right? Even in relationships, whatever it may be. But it has to be clean, right? Because hey, we want to do what we need to do, right? So that we can get this thing going. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from my audience. Hey, listen, guys, sometimes we need to de-stress. It's so much going on out here. Sometimes we need to laugh, guys. We need to have fun, sit back and relax. Whatever it is you do, we just, I don't want to, add more stress to your life, right? I want to just, hey, get you that, hey, take this, chill with this. What do you think about this while you're chilling? Hey, give us some dialogue, so we can have a conversation. Hey, listen, peace out. Thank you for listening to Vibe Music Nation, guys. Hey, like and subscribe and share this interaction that we just had. Hey, God bless.